Hey guys, David Armenta here again. Today we're going to talk about purchase power. What is purchase power? Well, purchase power is I guess it depends on the interest rate. So the smaller the interest rate, the more you can afford. The higher the interest rate, the less you can afford. Well, that was a simple lesson, right? So if you're going to move up, right, instead of, scale down in regards to downsizing or upsizing, when you upsize, you want to look for an area that appreciates rapidly. You also want to look at an area that's being purchased with cash. Just sheer socioeconomic classes, right? So if you're going to put your money somewhere, you probably, you can either purchase something just out of sheer will because you love it. The horses, the smell of the cactus or the flowers or whatever, right? That's all fine and dandy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a preference choice, right? But if you want to be smart with your money, I hate to put a lot of emphasis on that, but if money matters to you and your investment matters to you, well, when you purchase up, you want to purchase in an area that the market deems worthy of it, right? What does that mean? Well, if you purchase in a subdivision, your money is going to be kind of regulated by the HOA and the subdivision, right? What does that mean? Well, in a subdivision, all the homes are uniform, right? So if you want to purchase up, and let's say you want to purchase in the Catalina foothills where you have 1 acre lots, every home is different, it's distinguished, it has its own character, totally different playing field. And that's where you want to put your money. There's also other areas, excuse me, also other areas that don't necessarily have to be in the Catalina foothills, and they don't have to be in a subdivision. Some subdivisions are fantastic, but we need to take a look at it, right? Not every subdivision is the same. Gated communities, a lot of people like those as well, but then they cause a lot of issues because the gates don't work and it's just a big old hassle. So anyways, going back to purchase power and what is it, right? It essentially comes down to your interest rate. The lower the interest rate, the more purchase power you have, the more home you can afford, and cheaper. You know what? Here's a nugget, and I bet you won't find this anywhere else. So the golden ratio. It's like the perfect rectangle that they use in Greek architecture. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some others don't. Well, there's a golden ratio for a 30-year mortgage. All right, I don't want to go too far above your head here, but anyways, essentially, when you get a mortgage, you want to balance out 50% interest, right? 50% interest, 50% principal, right? That's like the benchmark. Typically, that takes 16 years, right? Like at 7 or 8%, right? And some people combat this with like APR, right? Like purchasing a part of your mortgage loan with a credit card, and they munch down on it, right? But there's a golden ratio, and I bet you're not going to find this anywhere else. The golden ratio interest rate is 2.25. What does that mean? Well, 2.25 means out the gate, you're at 50% interest, 50% principal. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that. Have a good night, guys. If you have any questions, reach out to me.